y'all. I'm back. I'm doing this little video. I took several pictures of people, mostly little Class C's, a van, a pickup truck, and I'm just making this little video to put in the beginning, and then I will attach the pictures that I have taken today. But I just wanted to tell you a little story about the truck, the pickup truck. I've noticed it in the same spot for a few days now. And it's obvious, so obvious, that people are living out of this little pickup truck. Now, it has the seat behind it. It's not really a king cab, I don't think, because it's a smaller truck. But it's very obvious. They have the doors open. They have, I don't know what it is they have over the doors, and there's shoes on the ground and some food boxes and stuff. But anyway, I've seen them for a few days now. And my friend and I had this conversation about it, and we were talking about, okay, so this is what's going to happen. The police are going to come and tell them they have to move that vehicle, and they will give them a certain amount of time to do it. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that these people don't have the money to fix that truck. Now, I don't know what all's wrong with it, but one of the tires is flat. Totally flat. Come on in, buddy. I'm leaving it open for you. Anyway, it's totally flat, you guys. It's probably cut because the rim has been sitting on top of that hot rubber tire. So, whatever anybody wants to call it, okay? I call it God putting me in a situation to share. And when this happens to me, the amount of money that I feel like that I'm supposed to share comes to me. I don't say, let me see, should I give them $5? Let me see, should I give them $20? No. The figure always just comes to me. I don't think about it. Now, before anybody gets your panties in a wad over what I've done, it's my choice to do it, and I do it freely. So it just was put on my heart to share. So I walked up to the truck quietly and said, "Sir," I didn't hear anybody answer, so I said it a little louder, "Sir," and I heard this gentleman say, "Yeah?" So I walked around, and he and his lady were, I guess, taking a nap. They had blankets and everything in the back seat of that truck. And I'm trying to get that off of there. Okay, so they were obviously, you know, taking a nap or something. It's hot outside, you guys. It's at least 80 degrees. So I said, I noticed that your tire is you think $100 would get you on the road? And he said, yes, ma'am. So I gave it to him. Do I know what he's going to do with that $100? No, I don't. I can only hope and pray that they will use it to get their vehicle moving. I asked him, I said, have you been approached by the police? And he said, yes. They came yesterday and they told me that I had 72 hours to, I'm not turning there, 72 hours to move his vehicle. Well, with only 3 tires, and I don't know if there's anything else wrong with his pickup. I don't know that. What are they supposed to do, y'all? It's all fine and well to tell them you have to move. You have to get off of this street. Okay. Well, I understand it's messy looking. The truck is obviously broken down. There's 2 people living in this truck. What are they supposed to do, you guys? How are they supposed to get help? Even if they do get it running, where are they going? They have to move to another spot and hopefully stay for a day or 2 and move to another spot. That's what we people who live on wheels do. We move from spot to spot to spot. So anyway, that's what was put on my heart. That's what I did. It may not be what anybody else would do, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't know what they're going to use that money for, you guys. I have no clue. But that's not my problem. I gave that money freely. And you guys have helped me with that. And I appreciate that so very much. And that you trust me to do what I think is best. And that's what I did in this instance. Now, the other vehicles that are going to be in this little video, I see them every day, you guys, but they switch up their parking spaces. They're never in the same space. They stay for 2, maybe 3 days, and then they move. Now, there's a yellow van that's going to be in this little video, and it very plainly has a sticker on the windshield that says, illegally parked. You will be towed. Now, obviously, this van is probably not running, or the guy would not have gotten that sticker put on his van. Now, the first sticker that they give you will come off. The second sticker I think they give you will come off. The third sticker, it is stuck, you guys. I mean, stuck on there. You'd have to have a razor blade or something to get that sticker off. At least when I was managing properties, that's the way our tow people that we used to tow people that were illegally parked. We would give them 2 opportunities, and then after that, they couldn't just take the sticker off. They were going to get towed. So, I mean, the yellow van had the, whoa, we're into a dead end here. They're doing some construction here, and there's no warning that you're going to be stuck. So anyway, that's the way it worked. And the back doors on this van were open, and they had a quilt over the two back doors. They had to have that open, you guys, because it's so hot. So what do people do? And I'm going to tell you right now, no tears, just emotion. That some of y'all have kept me from being one of those vehicles on the side of the road or in a parking lot. You have helped me to keep Tank running and running well. And I could never thank you enough for that. But I am thanking you, and I hope you know it comes from my heart. What is the answer? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. But you guys, I cannot even imagine the sadness and the depression and the hopelessness that these people must feel. You know, I don't have to live in my van. If I really wanted to, I could go back up to Washington and live in my son's house, even though he's tearing it all apart. But you know what? I do it because I'm independent, or I like to think I am, and because I like to have my own space that I'm the boss of, so to speak. And yeah, I could move somewhere like Alabama. Now, Vagabond Mango moved to Alabama. Her daughter's living there. And she rented a little house for like, I think it was $4 something. Could I afford to do that? Yeah. Now I probably could. But of course, as you know, my credit's in the toilet. I tried really hard to keep that from happening, but it did. And that's really hard on a person when usually my credit score was 800. Car dealerships were begging us to buy a car. Our credit was so good. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. And I don't know what the answer is, you guys. I wish, I mean, what are people expected to do? What are they supposed to do? I don't know. I'm sure you guys don't know either. I have so many subscribers that have such sad stories, and I pray for every one of them. Anyway, y'all, I did not mean this to be a downer. I started out today and I was just taking photos of the different rigs that are in this area. No license plates, you guys, although they drive around with them on their car, so I don't know. But anyway, that truck just really weighed on me. And so I did what I thought I was supposed to do. I love you guys, and this is not a downer. This is just part of my everyday life. The things that I see and observe. and think about. So anyway, you guys, have some fun today. I love you, and I hope you guys are all doing well, okay? CJ, June, Carolyn, I always have you guys in my thoughts and my prayers, and many other people too. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I promise the next video will be a happier one. Bye now.